Okay, hello. Today I want to discuss all of the ramifications that the DLC for Pokemon Sword and Shield has on Gen 8 competitive Pokemon. Mostly I'm going to be focusing on OU, but there are some things that definitely have their place in lower tiers, which I'll talk about those. Starting off, Magirna. Magirna is a very prominent threat. There's probably the most important moveset that you can run with it right now is Stored Power Shift Gear. Shift Gear, Calm Mind. With one Shift Gear, you have 80 base power, I believe. Is that right? I don't fucking know. With one one Shift Gear should be 80 power. I don't fucking know. Yeah, that's right. One Shift Gear is 80 base power. Two Shift Gear, you have 120 base power. So with 2 turns of setup, that's a lot. That's a lot of stored power. And Shift Gear makes it go really fast. Calm Mind adds to special bulk. Draining Kiss helps with sustainability, just like leftovers. It's really powerful. So yeah, it's probably gonna get banned from OU. I don't know if it will, but I'm just saying I won't be surprised if this makes Magirna end up getting banned from OU. Aside from that, however, there's so many different sets you can run on Magirna. There's Assault Vest sets. This right here is an old one that I used to run in Gen 7 OU with Fleur Cannon, Volt Switch, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, Bolt Beam right there, good for coverage. Yeah, it's just really good special wall, though it cannot take ground hits very well, physical ground hits. And then these two right here are just things I've seen being ran by people. This is an odd one, but I love it. And just coverage right here pretty much with stab, flash cannon. Down here is just some other things I've seen. This was stolen from Smogon, but I'm just saying you can run it if you want. It's a bit of an odd set, but you know, you can steal boost with Heart Swap, you can Pain Split away damage, you can Volt Switch to get out of there, stab Flash Cannon, and then this is just like normal. Like you set up a Shift Gear and Calm Mind, and then you hit pretty hard and fast with Thunderbolt and Ice Beam. And then this, I love it. I genuinely love it. That's obviously not an amazing moveset, but it's awesome. Wise Glasses, by the way, if you don't know what that does, it just special attacks better. Okay, that's Magirna. Magirna's busted right now with how much varieties in her movesets may get banned. Another very, very important thing I think that came with the DLC is now Zeraora has actual real counters. That being bulky grass types that have come back. Tangrowth, we all know what Tangrowth does. It takes hits like a champ, and when it gets done taking hits, it just gets out of there and regains a third of its HP, and that's amazing. So I did some calcs over here. With 252 attack, not a boosting nature, not a boosting attack nature, but 252 attack close combat with a physically defensive Tangrowth does like 20%, 5-hit KO against Tangrowth. So there's really not much it can do. Even if it did have maximum attack, there's not much of it could do. Like okay, let's see if this was Adamant. Adamant, that's still like 25%. That's a 4-hit, 0% chance of 4-hit KO. What if this had a is this item? Yeah. What if this had a choice band? I'm just saying, there's like nothing this can do to take out Tangrowth. Yeah, even 83% chance to 3 KO, so that could be a 4-hit KO, especially after Giga Drain recovery. So Zeraora pretty much cannot touch Tangrowth at all. So same thing with Amoonguss here. It's slightly worse, but still it's a bulky grass that resists Plasma Fist and doesn't take that much damage. These are just sample sets, by the way. I threw them together to demonstrate what they can do. Like, you could throw Spore on here if you wanted to do, because Mungus gets Spore, and that's fun to use. But with the, yeah, against a Mungus, it does 30%. But with Black Sludge Recovery and potential Giga Drain, it cannot touch a Mungus either. Like, let's again see, what if this was Adamant Choice Band? Adamant. Can I just type? I can. Yeah, Adamant Choice Band. It has, after Black Sludge and Giga Drain Recovery, if you're using Giga Drain, that's probably going to 4-hit KO, so it still can't do much. I mean, it can't stay in forever against it, but it can't do much. And this is only 56 defense, Amoongus. Let's see, what if it was 252? Oh, yeah. If it was fully specially defensive Amoongus, there's nothing to do. Obviously, this is an old moveset, 8 hidden power isn't a thing anymore, but that's whatever. Zeraora cannot touch the bulky grasses that have come back. On to the new offensive threats. These are Pokemon that have come back that are incredible, honestly. Azumarill isn't amazing, but if you can get a Belly Drum off and get Citrus Berry back up, you can sweep with Aqua Jet or Liquidation if you're already faster, which is not common. But Liquidation guarantees a KO pretty much if you don't think they're going to use an attacking move. And then Play Rough, obviously just a secondary stab if you want to use that. Scizor. Scizor's always good. Scizor's always been good. Scizor's amazing. Losing Pursuit and its Mega definitely hurts it pretty bad. But still, click Choice Band U-Turn. Click Choice Band Technician Bullet Punch. It's amazing. Superpower for coverage. You can deal with Chansey pretty well, actually, with Superpower. And then knock off just coverage. I actually need to talk about Chansey later. Another threat that people I don't think saw coming is Alolan Marowak. With the advent of Poltergeist, which is just a better physical ghost move. I mean, Shadow Bone, it's still really good. And it doesn't rely on them having an item. But Poltergeist just does more damage. If you're using knockoff on other members of your team, I would suggest not using Poltergeist, because that has like negative synergy, because then it'll fail. But yeah, Flare Blitz, Rockhead, that's fun to use. This is like an all-out attacking version. If you're going for like if you want to replace Swords Dance here with Stealth Rock, that's totally viable. Then you could replace Lightning Rod to have an immunity there and be more defensive. I don't have any IVs on this. It's whatever. Marowak Alola is pretty versatile, pretty good. Volcarona. Everybody was excited for Volcarona to come back. Everybody. So Heavy Duty Boots, I personally think, is a necessity. It can Quiver Dance, it can Fiery Dance, it can Fire Blast, it can Flamethrower here. Fiery Dance is just my favorite. Bug Buzz destroys Psychic, coverage. It's all around just a good Pokemon. I've been sweeped, and I've seen a lot of sweeps from Volcarona already, and it's really good. Magnezone is a very important Pokemon. Magnet Pull, Corviknight can't do shit. Like, this Magnezone is an amazing, amazing Corviknight counter. Just because Corviknight can't switch out afterward, and then it just Thunderbolts till it's dead. Or if the Corviknight has, like, Body Press, for example, and it's gonna KO Magnezone, it can Volt Switch out immediately and do a lot of damage there. Toxic here just because it's a good move. I mean, yeah. Flash Cannon for stab. Yeah, there are other new offensive threats, but I just they didn't stick out to me too much. Like Alakazam, that I can see that being amazing, especially with Nasty Plot, Stored Power maybe. Like, that's something you could definitely do. Most of the time, I think people are probably just gonna go Nasty Plot, Psychic, and then maybe a Focus Sash here. That I could see Nasty Plot first turn, Psychic Sweep, if you're fast enough, but I don't know. I don't have very high hopes that Alakazam is going to destroy an OU, but it's definitely it could. I don't know. Other than that, there's some offensive threats like Cloudster is okay, I guess. Exploud is not good. It's not going to stay in OU. Exploud is probably going to drop down to RU. Heracross is fine. It's got guts. That's a great ability. Kangaskhan is bad without its Mega Stone. Crocodile, really good, I think. I don't know how to use it, so I didn't put a sample move set up here because I didn't know one. Dust Lycanroc I can see being really, really good, just because of Tough Claws, and it's amazing. Other Lycanrocs, I don't imagine they're going to be good. But yeah, that's Mienshao. I also want to talk about that. It's potentially has the ability to be a pretty good offensive threat, especially with U-turn Regenerator. It can pivot in, pivot out, stay healthy. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it on the new offensive threats. I mean, Galarian Slowbro, I'm not sure if it's going to be good yet. Quick Draw, it's a built-in Quick Claw as its ability, and that's fine. It's a bad item as that ability, whatever. But Shell Sidearm, I think that's what it's called. Shell Sidearm. Contact if... I don't know. Oh, if physical would do more damage, then it's a physical move, and it does contact. So yeah, I can potentially see Poison and Psychic being good. Poison hits Clefable pretty hard. Psychic hits Toxapex pretty hard. I don't know if this has a Ferrothorn answer, though, and that's... Toxapex and Ferrothorn are usually the really big walls of OU. Clefable being a new one. But yeah, I don't know. I can potentially see Sharpedo being an okay threat, especially with the advent of Flip Turn. That's pretty good. We'll talk about Urshifu. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the returning offensive threat, I should say. Returning. Now on to the legendary. Urshifu is really, really good. Personally, I believe that the single strike form is better just because Dark in fighting hits way more types than Water in fighting. Yeah, Choice Band, you Wicked Blow, Close Combat, U-turn to get out of there, and then Poison Jab for Fairy coverage because obviously you're 4 times weak to Fairy. This could be replaced with Iron Head if you so choose. I mean, it's up to you. Poison Jab doesn't hit Steel types, Iron Head doesn't hit Water Electric types as hard, I guess. I don't know. I like Poison Jab. Then this is an all-out attacking variant. This is a bulk up variant. Bulk up, Wicked Blow, Close Combat, Poison Jab. You stay in, you recover, you sweep. That's what it does. And then Rapid Strike, the less good of the two. So Surging Strike's really good move. I should explain these moves. Always rules on a critical hit, so 80 base power hits really, really hard. And in Surging Strikes, it's 25 times 3 with a critical hit each time. So, needless to say, that's 75 base power with a crit each time. That's, what, like, 150 base power if you consider the fact that 25 base power times critical hit makes it double. I don't know, whatever. Both of these are really good. These signature moves. But yeah, Surging Strikes, Close Combat, U-turn, Aqua Jet, basically the same thing, except you've got stab priority here and you've just got coverage here. You don't really need coverage as much on Rapid Strike because you're not 4 times weak to Fairy. I think, anyway. Take this with a grain of salt. I haven't been playing too much Gen 8 OU. Yeah, Unseen Fist makes an amazing wall breaker as well. The bulk up variant, I do believe, works a lot better on the Rapid Strike form just because Fairy types don't just ruin your entire day or force you to switch out. But yeah, you could, on the bulk up variant here, you could also run Drain Punch here, I think. But I think this is wrong, actually. This is not supposed to be the... whatever. I think this is supposed to be Drain Punch. And this is supposed to be, like, Zen Headbutt. Maybe. I don't know. What? I don't know. Whatever. Bulk up, Surging Strikes, Drain Punch for sustainability, Leftovers for sustainability, and Zen Headbutt coverage. Yeah. So, I haven't seen this used too much, but I definitely have seen, like, choice-banded U-turn variants used quite a lot. For the record, the bulk up variants, I stole the idea from Pokegame MD. So yeah. That's Urshifu. Incredible threat. I personally don't think it's powerful enough to ever go above Ubers, but it's really, really good. Just because there's so many counters to it. This is just random things I enjoy. Dual Wing Beat, Technician, Choice Band, Scyther. You get Stab, Dual Wing Beat. So you get Stab. So this is 60 base power. And the Technician. So then it's 90 base power per hit. So it's 180 base power when it hits 2 times. I think almost. I'm not sure about that. But Dual Wing Beat from Technician and a Flying type hits pretty hard. I don't think that Scyther is going to stay in low tiers. I think it's too powerful, honestly. And then I just threw some moves on here, just whatever. It's Scyther. And then Slurp Off with Misty Explosion. That's it. That's the set. No, I'm kidding. I forgot to put it here, but obviously Chansey, an amazing threat. Absolutely incredible. Well, slap an Eviolite on it, of course. Then you go max special defense, max HP. I don't know if that's right, actually. You might go max defense. I don't know. Either way, special defense, absolutely. You want as much of that as possible because Chansey is a special wall. It cannot take close combat, ever, really. Natural Cure, definitely. Because you switch out, you don't stay toxic. Yeah, Chansey, it's Chansey. Like, that's what it does. It walls. But yeah, I think that's just about done with the things I wanted to talk about on the returning things. Returning and new things from the DLC. Magearna is busted with Shift Gear, Calm Mind, Sword Power. Scizor returning makes me very happy. Zeraora actually having counters now. I love it. It didn't have counters before. Okay, for the record, I want to talk about why I think Bulky Grass is such a big deal. Smogon, damage, yeah. Okay, so we take Zeraora right here. And then we take, I don't know, let's say Hippowdon. Hippowdon seems like it would be a pretty good wall to Zeraora as its electric type. Well, Grass Knot can do like 60% damage. Guaranteed 2-hit KO with only 4 special attack. So just throwing on a coverage Grass Knot, it doesn't... Hippowdon does not wall Zeraora. Ground types in general do not wall Zeraora very well. Let's say Mamoswine. Yeah, Mamoswine is a ground type that takes Zeraora much worse, even. So, yeah, close combat, first turn takes it down, almost kills it. Okay, yeah, never mind. Close combat would basically kill Mamoswine, but then Mamoswine's Earthquake obviously would kill Zeraora. Well, what if Hippowdon? Yeah, Earthquake. Earthquake would kill Zeraora in 1 turn as well, but it still takes a crap ton of damage before killing it. Which is why I just think that Tangrowth and Amoonguss are just much better walls for Zeraora. Because Zeraora can't kill them if they're using Giga Drain or they have any kind of recovery. But yeah, Rocky Helmet is good on Tangrowth. Yeah, Zeraora has much better counters now. And I think Zeraora may drop back down to UU just because there's more things for it. Zeraora was in UU in Gen 7, for the record. I want to say that. It's not always been this amazing. But yeah, that's just about all I want to talk about. Thank you so much for watching the video. Oh wait, we're 5 seconds away from 20 minutes.